If something is blowing away and it's too big for you to handle, the best you can do is call someone close someone that lives close to you, and they'll come and help you. So then you don't have to deal with it blowing away or worrying about it squishing your dogs or anybody getting hurt. And just call the person that lives closest to you, whether it's a family member, or if you don't have enough time, call your next door neighbor or your neighbor who lives across the street, and they can always help you. I was glad I made the right choice and called someone close to me to help me when this problem happened. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day of the week for a while. And today in this video, I have a story for you guys today about how I had to call my neighbor next door because my canopy almost blew away on my deck. And I was trying to handle my canopy all by myself, but I didn't. I was trying to think of the closest person to call, and luckily I had my next door neighbor's phone number, and he was able to come over and help me, which was super nice. So this is a story about how I felt like I made the right choice by calling my next door neighbor to help me with my canopy, and I had enough time to save my canopy before it blew away. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if it's ever windy outside and you notice something blowing away over your deck, or let's say off your patio, you can always call, and you can't get it by yourself, you can always call your neighbor to help. And it's just a really good thing to get the help you need. Just make sure you have your next door neighbor's phone number, and if you don't, you can always call your neighbor across the street or a family member that lives close by. But I think the best thing to call is a neighbor that lives across the street or next door, so they can help you save something before it blows away. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the story. So this happened today. I was in my kitchen. I was doing dishes in my kitchen, and as I do the dishes, I noticed that my canopy, actually I wasn't doing dishes, my bad. I actually was transferring my laundry, wrong thing. So I go to transfer my laundry from my washing machine to my dryer, and I notice my canopy starts to blow away, and I'm like, and this really scared me. And what scared me the most was I was worried about the canopy squishing my dogs if they went in the backyard. So I go in the backyard, grab my canopy, try to keep it from blowing away, and it's so hard to keep it from blowing away. And this really scares me, and I'm so sorry about the background noise. Dingus or Pickles is barking. I don't know who they're barking at, but anyway, so I try to figure out who I can call. So I try to get a hold of my sister. She doesn't answer the phone. But then I was trying to think of who else I could call. And I remembered I had my next door neighbor's number. So I call my next door neighbor, and luckily he was home. And so I call him, I need help. Can you get over and help me with my canopy? It's going to blow away and blah, 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 blah. So my neighbor says, sure, I'll be right there. So I am stuck holding the canopy, keeping it from blowing away for a couple minutes, and I'm trying to get it to move. And so my next door neighbor, luckily I had the door unlocked, and my next door neighbor comes over with his father-in-law, and they both helped me get the canopy up off the deck, and I wanted to get the canopy up before it fell on the dogs, just in case they ran out. So we moved the canopy to save it. I was just more worried about it squishing something, and luckily we saved it before it squished anything. So we grab the canopy, and we make sure it goes down. We move it down lower to keep it from blowing over the deck, which I thought was a really good thing. And I felt really good, and I was really happy that I had the help I needed from my neighbor. And I thanked my neighbor for his help, and my neighbor's father-in-law. And they were both super duper helpful and very nice, and I really appreciated that. And I felt really good about calling them because they lived right next door and they were able to help me. And I was really lucky I had their help because they were really amazing. And we made sure the canopy stayed where it was. So the moral of the story is, if you notice something blowing away due to the wind and rainstorm, try to handle it as best as you can by yourself. But if you can't handle it all by yourself, you can always call one of your neighbors. Call your neighbor that lives next door or right across the street, because they're the quickest ways to get help if you need it just in case emergencies. So in case you can't get a hold of like one of your siblings or something, it's just quicker to get a neighbor next door, and that neighbor will usually come over and help you. Don't rely on it all the time, because not all neighbors can be helpful. Most neighbors can be helpful. But the best you can do is, if you can't get the help you need from a family member, call a next door neighbor and they will come over and help as soon as possible. So that was a story about how I had to call my neighbor to help me save my canopy from blowing away. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe.